Hello everybody, Larry Young here again with another segment of OLaMan Living Life with Purity. And today I just wanted to take a few minutes to answer some questions for folks that were asking me how can they get a beautiful Our Lady of America statue like I have here. Now this statue, this image, can be purchased on many places around the internet. But my estimation, many of them are not as good as others. And this particular statue, I think, is of the finest quality out there. The detail is amazing, and I've seen a lot of them, and some of them just fall short on the detail aspects. But this one here is a beautiful statue, and this comes from a woman named Gina Harecki, and she's got an import house, and she brings these statues in. She has them manufactured offshore. Beautiful artisans, South America, that make these. And she brings them in and offers them up to folks online throughout the country and throughout the world. She has a whole lot of other statues as well of different devotions and aspects of our Catholic faith. So it's not just limited to Our Lady of America. But I will put up her information here for you so that you can order one directly, or if you want to, you can just email me here, and I'll try to answer back directly with how you can go about getting one. Now, this particular statue stands 21 inches tall, it's 9 inches wide, and it's 6 inches deep, in case you're looking for a prominent place in your home to put this, which I would suggest you do. Put it in a place where you're going to traffic often so that you can at least remind yourself visually throughout the day and have a little bit of a smile that would go with you on that. It's just nice to kind of take a look over there and see Our Lady's presence right there. Remind you of how you want to continue your life of purity, and that purity doesn't have to be difficult. It's just a simple reminder of trying to find these graces that are available to us all throughout our day. God has an unlimited amount of grace to bestow upon us, so ask for all that is available to you, and ask for all the unclaimed graces as well. God has an unlimited amount, and if people aren't going to ask for the graces themselves, say, Lord, send me those graces. I'll use them. I'll put them to work. I'll give them away, and I'll make them a part of my life as well. So it's an easy way to just remind yourself that living a life of purity doesn't have to be difficult. So this particular statue, I just love it. I think the details in the hands and the facial and the coloring, the painting that's done, the detail. I've seen others and they look a little muddy and not as refined as this particular one. So I do recommend this particular statue. They have it in a smaller version. I think is about a 14-inch. But I think some of the details get a little bit lost. It's more affordable, but I think that for the small up cost, I think the 21 inches is a beautiful find for you. They do also have a 3-foot tall one if you need one for your parish or for a larger area. I think it's somewhere around the $1,000 mark. It might be a little less. I haven't looked at it, but I'll try to find that out for you. And I'll post that here on the video and in my comments section afterward. So it's a beautiful, beautiful statue. And this is where I got mine, and it's where you can get yours. And I'll put that information up there. And Gina's a wonderful woman, and she's really committed to this devotion. And she wants to try to put these in your hands and in your homes at the lowest cost possible. So we'll both work on that. If you have any comments on that, please let us know, and we'll try to answer those for you immediately. We also have a beautiful 10.5 by 13.5 print of our Lord saying, Christ is the head of this house. Now, this particular image had come from Father John Knoll. It was a gift from his family to him on his ordination. And that was probably back in 1898, somewhere around there, 97. I don't know exactly, but I know he was graduated early from seminary so that he could get back to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and be ordained by his bishop who was failing in health and was dying. And so Father Knoll, at his ordination party, his brothers and sisters put together, and they bought this beautiful picture for Father Knoll's ordination ceremony. And this hung in the halls at the Immaculate Conception Parish in Kendallville, Indiana, for many, many years. And it was when my mother and I and my brother were helping Father Havel throughout his many moves in his career. He was moved to Kendallville, Indiana, to be the pastor at the Immaculate Conception Parish. And one of his duties when he got there was he had this one room that he had to clean out all the leftovers and pieces, parts, and things. It was like a storage room. They just kept randomly throwing things in there. And one of the things they'd put in there kind of haphazardly was this particular picture. And they had been damaged. And the picture had been torn on the sides, and it was really not something that we could repair. But my mother, in her wisdom, saw that the actual graphic of our Lord's face and the printing was still intact, and we could cut away the damaged portions and save this remaining part here for a frameable piece, which she did. And it hung in our home for many, many years. I remember seeing this particular image as I came down the stairs from my upstairs bedroom. It would be on an opposing wall, and every time I came down those stairs, I had a look at this. And so it was a daily reminder to me and the rest of my family as to the presence of Christ in our home, and that Christ was the head of this house. My dad was glad to yield that authority, so wisely as he did. But we all looked at it, and when it came time for my mother to leave the old family house and move into her new place, she took it with her, and we decided that that would be a good picture to make copies of to give around to all of our other friends. And so we did that. We made lower end copies. They were nice, but they weren't as good a quality as this one is. So this particular image is on very nice paper. It'll last several lifetimes. And it's really a nice, well put together piece here. And this is done by friends of mine in Fort Wayne, Indiana, who have a great graphics printing shop. And they saw this and said, yeah, Larry, we can take care of that for you. So they made up these beautiful prints for you. And I have these available here also. And we can either set up something. If you want to send me a donation, I'll send these out to you. This is not something I'm trying to, fund the effort with so much, but it does help. Everything helps. These costs to do these things, these podcasts are not cheap, and we're trying as best we can to keep this going for you and try to give more information out there. So I'd like you to take a look at getting one of these two things for your home, maybe both if you can afford that. God bless you. I'm able to take Zelle or Venmo, or, many people just send a check as a donation. And I'll put that information up on here also for you at the end of this segment here, that you can freeze frame it or whatever and copy the information down. If you can't get it, just send me a quick email and I'll get the information to you. And you tell me how many prints you need for your family, and I'll get them out to you. So beautiful, lovely things. And hopefully you can find a place in your home for these, and in your family's homes as well. And hopefully they'll regard it and take it to heart. So we got Our Lady of America, and then we've got Christ as the head of this house. So two great messages for every family in America right now. So, and around the world. So it's not limited. So come and get them. I love you, and I'll be back.